right, we live, baby. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. What's up, ladies and gents? What it do? Welcome back to the next conversation. I'm ready to have another conversation. This one's different. This one's a little different. It ain't really about me. It's bigger than me, bigger than all of us. You know what I mean? I'm making a video because, you know, I had an epiphany today. You know, today is Juneteenth, 2025. For those who don't know, just in case, some people really don't know things, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna get into that later in the, in this video. Juneteenth is the 19th of June, June 19th. So they merged both words, Juneteenth. Boom. Okay. Now, the epiphany I had, right? I was walking, and it happened today, right? I knew it was Juneteenth. I knew for about 5 years now, which is very new. It's still fresh, considering when it happened back in 1865, right? So we're talking about over a century and some decades. And you know, when I first heard about it back in the pandemic, that's when I first heard about it, sometime in 2020. You know, pandemic was happening, everybody's home. You know, there's a lot of reading going on, a lot of information is being spewed out and stuff like that. People got time in their hands, you know. So that's the first time I ever heard that term, Juneteenth. Like, what is that? What is that? Obviously, I did my little research, basic research, nothing too crazy, and I found out immediately. I'm like, oh, damn. How come I never heard of this? And not just me. I've asked who've heard of June 15th amongst my friends and family members, and sure enough, I'm talking about 95% of the people did not know of Juneteenth. And I was just thinking at the time, we talking about back in 2020, I'm like, yo, all I kept saying was, why we never heard about this? You know, I grew up in New York City, and my public school, junior high school, grammar school, all that, everything was in New York City. College, New York City. When I tell you that I've never heard of Juneteenth, like it wasn't in history books, it wasn't being taught to us. We didn't have to write a research paper about it. We didn't have none of that. No curriculum, nothing. Listen, I don't know. Like I was a good student. I was pretty attentive. You know, I was paying attention for the most part. But I must have skipped it. I must have missed it. I don't know. I promise you, but I know I wasn't going crazy because I'm like, hold up. And I actually like American history. And then I got into high school, then I got into global history. It was pretty cool. But anyway, I'm high. I like America. The America. It's good. In my opinion, it's good to know history and things that happen in the country that you reside in, the country that you're paying taxes for. Like, it's, good to know some things. You know what I mean? It's good. But I didn't get that. I didn't get that one. I didn't get that lesson. Nothing about it. I ain't here. And where I grew up in Harlem, and I grew up around black people, my black folks, man. Listen, been around. You feel me? Obviously, plenty of conversations. I'm a conversationalist. Yada yada. Never. I'm talking about never. I mean never. Up until 2020. You know what I'm saying? I heard that word, Juneteenth. And I was just like, man, what happened? Why we didn't get this information? And like I said, I knew I wasn't bugging because I was asking, randomly different times and whatnot. I was asking, yo, you heard about Juneteenth? Ever since it's been spewed out there in the masses. Nah, I don't know what that is. No, I remember there's one cat. He cool. I know him. I asked him, and he's like, "Why you asking me for?" He's black. I'm like, I'm asking. I'm not only just asking black people. I'm asking all sorts of people that I grew up around with, like, yo, did you hear about this? I want to make sure I'm not bugging. And we always, it was like a little argument. Like, oh, you asking me because I'm black? My brother, I don't know. I'm literally just asking. We here now, and I'm talking to you, and I'm asking you. That's all it was. You feel me? So that was a little something. But, it was all good, though. We still cool. That wasn't nothing. But still, it was just like, it was very surprising to me that none of us heard of such thing. So, like I said, I had an epiphany earlier, and I'm like, what the hell? It is June 19th, 2025. Why am I still confused? Why am I still concerned? Or why? It's a whole federal holiday. I don't know much about it. Again, I did my research, but I still have questions. I still have a lot of whys. Why was it skipped? Listen, so I was thinking, and I'm like, could it be a regional thing? That's like the logical thing I came up with on my own. Excuse me. Could it be a regional thing? What I mean by that, like, I grew up in New York City, so obviously we're in the northeast of the states, right? So obviously the historical event that happened in Texas, Galveston, Texas. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. That town down there in the south of Texas. Started in Texas, and I know it's a southern thing. It started in the south, and from what I hear, people in the south celebrate it. Rightfully so. I get it. But people in the north, like people like, look, and I'm not saying all in the north. I'm not saying, I don't know if people in PA know about it, Jersey, I don't know if their school systems taught it, Indiana, Ohio, Maine, Vermont, I don't know. I don't know. And listen, I didn't go to every school in New York City. I don't know what was taught in each and every school. But it's still, like, I can mention a few historical events that have happened in the past. People go, oh yeah, I know about that. Oh yeah, I know about that. They might not know information, but yeah, I know about that. Oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Juneteeth? What was that? What? Oh, nah, I heard about that too, just like you. Oh, okay. So I think it's a regional thing, yo. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Put it in the comments, holla at me. I don't know, put me on. I would like to know. And another reason why I'm making the video, the real reason kind of like, not much about what is it about, because any one of us could just Google it or get on the internet, pick up a book, and understand what it is. But my real concern is, for example, today I'm walking, I'm in the city, I'm in Harlem. I saw something that was going down over there on 7th Ave, Adam Clayton Powell, 125th. There was like a little gathering over there by the building, Adam Clayton Powell building. If you're from New York, you're from Harlem, you know what I'm talking about. I saw a little gathering. I seen some flags. I forgot. Excuse me if I don't remember the flag. It's the red, black, and green flag. You know, I don't know. I don't want to say African flag. I don't know. I don't want to be ignorant, because you gotta remember, I'm still in the ignorant stage, and I'm trying to get out of that. I'm trying to understand, which is why I'm making this video. You know what I mean? And a good portion of why I'm making this video is like, yo, I'm for it. I'm fun. Like, what? Like, that's celebrating that. Like, I'm a celebratory person. I'm a festive person. I like celebrating things. I like, you know what I mean? I like being out there. I like the July 4ths and the Christmases and the Thanksgivings and all those have their history. It can be ugly. It could be good. You know what I mean? Ugly history. You know what I mean? Whatever. We ain't gonna get into all that, but the thing is, I grew up with a lot of those traditions. Like, the thing about the United States is it's a traditional country. We go by traditions and this and that, and we celebrate a lot, yada, 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 without even caring about the history, which is crazy to me, right? But, you know, these are things I learn as I get older. But the Juneteenth thing, I didn't grow up on that. So in my mind, I'm like, yo, man, if I'm all for it, if I want to be a part of this movement, as far as, not a movement, just like, if I want to celebrate this event, how do I do so? What can I do? What do we do? Like, put me on. Like, listen, I've spoken to a lot of my friends. They don't know. So now I'm like kind of reaching out. I'm throwing it out on YouTube, throwing it out to the world. What do we do? Like, do we throw a cookout? Is there fireworks going on? Like, what do we, what do we plan? Events? Like, where do we go? If I want to do something, I'm by myself today, I want to go out and celebrate Juneteenth. Where do I go? What do I do? Now, I get it. I could be online. I could be looking at forums. I could be looking at groups and Facebook and all that kind of thing. I could figure it out. I'm pretty sure. But it's still new. It's still not just for me, for a lot of us. This is a new event, kind of like, and it sucks because it's like, man, like, I wouldn't mind being festive about this and celebrating. Not festive. I don't want to sound like, too ignorant. Like, it's just Just in general, like, what can one do? And the reason I'm bringing it up in that way, because there was a controversy when it started coming out. When it started, people started talking about the Juneteenth. The people that were for it, really pushing it hard, cool, no problem. There was on the flip side, like, forget July 4th. We ain't celebrating. That's not real freedom. We don't really. This is what we're supposed to be starting Juneteenth, right here. Juneteenth. That forget July 4th. So I'm like, I hear you. But what do we do when Juneteenth arrives? Like I said, I'm festive. I like my fireworks. I like doing the cookouts. I like celebrating. Woo, celebratory. I know it's obviously Juneteenth is, again, I keep saying it's new to us. It's coming around for us. We're getting used to it. We're trying to adapt. Well, me, I'm trying to just figure out, like, I'm not going hard on it. I'm not going to lie, but I'm still curious about it. Like, what do we do? And I didn't feel the spirit in the city. I didn't see nothing. I barely saw anything. I saw the little gathering in 2/5. I'm pretty sure there's things going out in Brooklyn, downtown, maybe. But I don't hear about it. It's not in the streets. It's not being heard about. But listen, I'm not everywhere, so I'm pretty sure somebody, nah, what you mean? We were celebrating. You're probably right. But I'm just saying, man, that it was just, it dawned on me, like, it was like, what are we supposed to do? Like, what am I, like, how do, you know what I'm saying? And it bothers me a little bit, like I said, because I like celebrating things that I like to celebrate. You know what I mean? And what's wrong with this? I fucks with Juneteenth, with you know what I mean? With the how people brought it out to the masses, and this is recognized. I'm glad I know about it now. Wish I would have known decades ago, but no, I didn't. And I was like, oh man, and then you got the July 4th. People don't listen. Look, people celebrate what they celebrate. People don't celebrate what they don't, and it's all good. This is America. We're good. This is the States. But I'm curious, man. Hit me up. Like, let me know. Like, what do y'all do for Juneteenth for those that celebrate, or is beginning to, or starting to? Let me know. I'm in a bind. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go too hard. Like, look at this kid. No, look. I love my people, but I want to do it the right way.